What is up, everybody? It is your boy, Sun Furoku, and welcome to my review of the game Mixtape. Now, this is all off the dome. I have no script, I have no notes, and also this is just going to be a giant tangent of my personal opinion in playing this game. So yeah, this game is called Mixtape. I don't know who the developers are. Listen, okay, before another disclaimer, any discourse or any bad things that you have to say about this game, or good things that you have to say about this game, or the people that developed it, or the marketing or anything like that, put it down in the comments. Because I just seen shit all over the timeline talking about this. And like, I've got to do my own research to all of it, but first of all, by doing my own research, it brought me to playing the damn game itself, which is what I'm doing. I've got the platinum trophy for it. I've finished it. I'm coming from a standpoint where, a point of view where I can properly review it because I've played the game. Okay, let's get into it. First of all, what would I rate it out of 10? Probably a 6.5, maybe a 7. No, not like that. Probably one of those numbers. And I would have given it actually a much higher rating. I would have given it probably like maybe an 8. I don't know who the developer is. I don't know if they're an indie developer. I don't know if they're backed by some fucking big corporation thing, which apparently I've heard that they are. I don't know. But shut up, bird ass motherfucker. Anyways, if this was a game that was made by an indie developer and it just got out there, it was just a game, right? I would have given this like a 9. An 8 or a 9. If it was just a small developer that made this kind of game, I'd give it like a 9. But the fact that it was pushed so hard, for some reason, I don't know, this came out of nowhere. The push for this game came out of nowhere. And I was like, oh, what's all this about? So I checked it out for myself. I bought it because, I play PlayStation. I bought it. I couldn't pirate it. Pirating is not bad. It's illegal, yes, it's not bad. But yeah, I wanted to see what it was about. I've seen screenshots from the game. I saw some like clips from the game. And before all this, the art style, it's amazing. I thought the art for this game and the style of the game was great. Amazing. Beautiful settings, beautiful like ambient lighting, beautiful like, what can I say? I like the West Coast, the upper West Coast of America. I like the games like Life is Strange and all that shit. And I have a feeling like this is where this was kind of trying to go to, but with Life is Strange, there is a lot of other factors that come into that. But I digress. Going back to the art, I thought it was actually a really, really cool approach to make it like kind of like a stop. Okay, I'm back. The art, the way that the game is, how it looks like it's a stop motion. I love stop motion. Like, when it comes to like short films or anything, it's like if someone makes something in stop motion, that shit looks great. Always looks great. I think it looks amazing. And the way that it's also kind of slightly like the way that the characters move, and you'll see it like way later on in like the party kind of part of the game. It reminds me of like those 2000s flash games that you play on like on the computer and all that. The way that I'm not sure what the animation for it is called, but it's like really like I'm trying to think of an example. I can't think of one that's appropriate. Oh, I don't know. It's like the really kind of uncanny 3D ones where they have like a little bit of like animation. Anyways, that's what I got to say about that. If it was like animation, the artistic look of it, the setting, I'd give that high up. It's quite high in my opinion. It's quite good. Okay, on to the story. The story follows one teen, Stacy Rockford, and her two friends, and she loves music and all that kind of stuff. I liked it. I thought it was cool. People were saying like this is like a millennial writing or whatever. I myself, I don't know what the fuck that means. Maybe I experienced it the most with Saints Row, the remake, but I didn't have complaints about it. I wasn't like, oh, they've ruined Saints Row. Like, I was playing Saints Row since like Saints Row 2, when it or near when it came out. And I was like, oh, this is a different direction to take. It's not like you're not playing as like Johnny Gat and all that is not in the game. But now I'm talking about Saints Row, which I platinumed. This I also platinumed. But people will always want to talk about like the way that the story is told. It's got this nostalgic flair for something that some people haven't experienced. And again, I can't talk. I can't say from any perspective that no, this is what it was like back in the 90s. This is what it was. This is how everything was in the 90s. Like you want to see what I know and experienced in the 90s? Hang on a second. That's my experience with the 90s. I've played other games like Lost Records, Bloomin' Rage. Played that, and it kind of gave me it kind of feels like Mixtape was trying to trying to kind of capture that game, maybe, ish. The time settings and stuff, and like, except that one uses like the recorder and stuff. This one's, that was about music as well. I told you this review is not really a review; it's a tangent, and I'm kind of just making a spider web of thoughts that go all over the place, and there's no correlation with most of the thing. But yeah, the story wise, arc wise, character wise, I mean, I just went through and enjoyed the game. But now looking back at it, Stacy, the main character, is a bit of a dick, bit of a elitist. It's like, if you don't listen to music, then you're like the worst person in the world, and that kind of doesn't really change over the course of the plot. Like, she's leaving for New York, she's leaving her friends, and she's gonna go chase a dream in New York, and some like music person, she's gonna give her mixtapes and stuff, but she hasn't really been in contact with her. She's kind of just stalking her. And her sister's there. Her sister lives in New York and stuff. She's going to go live with her for a bit. And apparently the sister is like this crazy party animal, according to everyone else in town. Yeah, then there's Cassandra, she is a character that has strict parents. One's a cop that's like the main antagonist of the game. The game's quite short. You can finish it in 3 hours. Like 3.5 hours. It took me 3 days, but I was playing an hour a day when I had the time. And then the next, like, after that, I platinumed it, which was last night. So, yeah, it's... Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then Cassandra, she's, like, going through this rebellious stage where she doesn't want to be everything that her parents want her to be, and she wants to, like, rebel and all that kind of stuff. And I've been seeing a whole lot of jokes online. It's like, this is not how people rebel. This is how... this is written by like some like rich like nepo kid that is wishes that they rebelled or some shit like that. I don't know. I was never rich. I wasn't a nepo kid. I don't know. I mean, I didn't really relate to it either. But yeah, there's not really many things in this that I related to. I just played it just to play. I play it and I'm like trying to look it through the mind, the eyes of the characters that I'm playing as. Then there's Slater. I think he's probably one of the best characters in the game. He's one of the only characters, but I'd say he's probably the best character. He's just some kickback guy who lives with his mum, and she's really cool and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, no, there's like a gang of three, and yeah. the story wise, they always go out, get drunk, get chased by police and all that kind of stuff. It's very obviously the main thing of this is it's very music based, and I would say that a lot of the music that was chosen were good songs for the game. It was like a big album. There was a lot of it I didn't really know because I knew Silverchair, by like Australian band. And yeah, there was a lot of like the music was cool. The music was good. The music is a big part of the game. It plays into like, I don't know, the fucking game, bro. Like shit. What else do you want me to say? It's a game about music and how this girl, her whole life pretty much revolves around music, and she tries to integrate it into everything, like her lifestyle, the songs for the days, and like songs for each moment that passed, and to the point where she was like strategically picking songs to go in this part of the day, leading up to this big party that they were going to, which got crashed but didn't get crashed. You know what I mean? There's spoilers in this, by the way, if you haven't. Anyways, going back to my very first point I made, I said that I would give this a much higher rating if this was made by a small indie developer. I would have given this a much higher rating if this was made by a small indie developer and it wasn't as much as it cost. It cost like $24. I was like, fuck it, I'll play it. It is what it is. Like it's a game. I'm gonna experience it. And it was. Yeah, as I can say, I can't harp on like forever about how good the art and the graphics and the way like the stop motion thing. I can't keep harping on about that because that's not going to carry it. A lot of the things with carrying it that a lot of people are saying is that the game carries the game for you to the point where it doesn't even feel like a game. Like the consequences, there's no consequences for failing because either way you can just go through it, right? So like a lot of the things, this is a game that plays for yourself, like plays it for you, and like I don't really agree with that, but also I don't like that thought of a game that plays the game for you. Like I like game with consequences. I like games that like the choices you make matter. Like I love Life is Strange. I love The Walking Dead, the Telltale series. I love the Batman Telltale series. Heavy Rain, Until Dawn. A whole bunch of games that your decision is what makes the ending and like all the next consequences play out. Like your decision carries weight, whereas in here it's kind of like you're going in a straight line and it's not really deviating from that line. Like here's the line, and it all the decisions that you make, you're not deviating from it. You're not going over here, you're not going over here, you're going over here. And throughout, it's like a little, like, your choices really don't matter because you don't really have a choice. But the fun, interactive parts of the environment, people being like, oh yeah, look, I'm just going to put this game on and then put my controller down and then do all that. It's like, okay, then, you're not going to get past the second fucking part then. You'd be standing in a hallway. You've got to move around. You've got to do shit. You got to find the objectives. It's a simple thing like that. There's a lot of people that are really blowing it out of proportion and really like overly hating on this game, and I get it. I understand. I like overly hate on it as much as you want for what it is. Like it's a game. It's a game. It's not supposed to. You're not supposed to change your life after it. And I'm not excusing it either. The marketing is what confused me the most, because like all these whenever I see like IGN give something a 10 out of 10, I already know it's going to be shit, 100%. I already know it's gonna be. I'd never listen to IGN's reviews on anything, and then all these other outlets and shit were giving it 10 out of 10, and then 10 out of 10, and then 100, and then like 5 stars, all that shit. And I was like, I don't agree with it. Whenever I see those kind of perfect reviews for a game, it kind of pushes me to be, no, I don't want to play this. But I don't know, for some reason, I was like, yeah, okay, I'll give it a shot, just because I like the way that the art looks. I like the way that it looks. But going back to the gameplay, there's this one running sequence. I was stuck on that trophy for all the way almost until like the end. Like, I had that one, the coastal fireworks, and then having to go back through the rooms. Those are my last 3 trophies. But there was this running one, and it's like you can just run. You really can just put your controller down and go through. Like there's barriers, you'll just move past those barriers. It'll slow you down a bit. The obstacles, like again, you just jump, and then there's some where you're like, oh no. You can just literally have it run for yourself, and you'll still make it to the end part as if you had just dodged everything. And I don't know, like you could play the game like that and complain all you want, but for me, I'm like a trophy hunter. You got to actually press buttons and shit. This game is not just, you can't just put it down and then expect just to get everything handed to you. You got to push some buttons. Sure, those buttons are limited, but like this game only has a runtime of like 3 hours. Which I'm like, give the game a break, but then I'm like, why the fuck has it got 10 out of 10 on everything? I don't understand it. It's a good little mini game. You can finish it in one sitting. And then like even platinuming it, go back for like half an hour, go through the chapters. Some of them I thought were bugged, but they weren't. I just had to really be accurate. But yeah, just like, I don't know. And then there's if you're watching this and if you actually made it this far through all of my tumultuous word vomit, let me know why you do not like this game. And I'm not going to come up with a point to convince you to like this game. I will understand and hear it out. But I want to know what your thoughts, actual thoughts on this game are. I don't want to see no fucking like repeated comments and all that. Maybe I'll get 0 comments on this. Maybe this review is not reviewing for people. But my review of the game, this is my channel. This is my video that I'm making. This game, I bought it. I played it. I platinumed it. I did all the first basic steps to reviewing a game. And it's simple as that. It's getting the game, playing the game, finishing the game if you want, and maybe if you want to go in depth, completing all the achievements and trophies. That's what I did. I didn't make a video on the game because all of it is music. And I don't make money from the channel anyway, but I don't like seeing that shit gets copywritten just for the music. And this game is all music. I mean, yeah. Either way, some of the mini games, they were fun. They were fun to do. Like, they were cool little interactive things, slice of life moments. There is some comedic thing in it, kind of. A lot of it is cringe, and we can all accept and agree. A lot of it is cringe. I am not going to be taking jabs at the kind of people that wrote this. It's fucking cringe. There was cringe in like Life is Strange. There's cringe in a whole bunch of fucking of game. And you can just be like, ugh. Or I just don't even react. Like I'm not recording it. I'm not putting on a character to watch these to when I'm playing these games by myself. I'm just kind of like, that was terrible. But yeah, there's a whole lot of cringe storytelling, cringe writing, cringe jokes, and I could see why. Again, it doesn't sound like I'm on any side. It sounds like I'm quite on the fence with this game. And to be fair, I am. A little bit. Because at one hand, I like the art. I like some of the songs and music. I mean, they could have used more. Like, I don't know. It seems like her music base is also based off of like movies, movie soundtracks and shit. I don't really know a lot of the songs that were there. If we're gonna do movie soundtracks and they use Silverchair, I'm hoping that one of the movies she's referencing is Street Fighter 2. I think it's Street Fighter 2, where Ken, all he does is listen to Silverchair. That's a banger reference, actually, if that's the case, which I 100% agree it is, because, you know, I think Street Fighter 2, the movie, is amazing. And everyone should be referencing it. But yeah, there's not really a lot of things that I could fully fucking relate to at all. And like, sometimes you play games to relate, sometimes you play games to see things through other people's eyes. But in my personal opinion, okay, hang on, before that, they were really trying to I'm not sure if this is like, if this whole thing is in the point of view of the main character looking back at what it was like in the 90s and then making kind of like cliche meta jokes about what it really was like to be in the 90s. Again, I don't know. I was only in the 90s for like a couple of months. But it's like really 90s. And maybe even that, maybe even people who grew up in the 90s or who were like teenagers or coming into adults or like young, but you still remember the 90s. Maybe this is nothing what it's like. I don't know. All I know about this is that these bunch of kids like to go and get drunk and fucking party and all that shit. Like, that's what I'm gathering from this. And like, one of them is like an elitist when it comes to music. One's got the strict parents that's rebellious, and the other one's doesn't have strict parents. He's pretty laid back and he's pretty a cool guy. Yeah, but at the end of this, bit of an anticlimactic ending, to be honest. Like, I do admit, I thought that she was kind of like gonna be like, oh shit, maybe this dumbass fucking thing, this dream that I'm like going to chase and all that, maybe it's not. Like, I got my real friends here, and I'm about to just go throw that all away for a chance to stalk this lady and get me a job. Like, I don't know. Maybe she would have came to the realization that maybe like the only two friends that she has, like, I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know. She's a very self-centered character and all that, but I mean, what else? What could you do? And the other two characters, they're like the side characters, they're the sidemen, and yeah. Either way, what I gotta say to wrap this up is that Mixtape, I like the art, I like some of the music, I like the animation and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I didn't like the story. I didn't really like the control, like the controlling part of it, where some of the minigames were fun, but some of them were so infuriating. Like, there was this fireworks one that you had to press every button to explode every firework, and that took me about 13 attempts to actually get them all, and then my hands were hurting afterwards. That pissed me off. And the running one, there's some undisclosed part in there where you're not supposed to jump. Where you're supposed to jump, and they don't ever tell you where it is. That pissed me off. But yeah. Anyways, this whole review was a big whole lot of nothing. It was kind of just to get me to start making videos again. Start actually taking time out to record stuff. And yeah. So I've got one more Pocket Mortys. Or maybe two more. I don't fucking know. That game's been dead for a month now, and I haven't even uploaded the rest of the things. But yeah. Let me know everything you thought about this game. The politics behind it. Not the politics behind it. Actually, scratch that. Not that. The marketing. Like, why was it 10 out of 10 for it? Why do you think they gave it that? Did they get paid? Who knows? Is it just a big advertisement? I don't know. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts with it. And I'll see you in the next video. Do whatever you want. Just keep being you. Peace.
I want you to understand, this ain't a catastrophe. It's a warning. Daddy, if you track me here, this will only be the beginnings of my wicked ways. 'Cause I'm angry and I'm wired and I'm fixing for a whole lot of trouble. If you make me stay here, I'm gonna burn the whole fucking place down!
Alright, I'm popping back in. Because I have a few more points. My dinner is getting cold and I've got to watch Dynamite. But, I don't know what was used in this game. Was AI used in this game? Was AI used for some of the script? I don't know. Apparently the developers and all that kind of shit are Australian. I noticed some things, and let me ask this for a really question. There was a show back in the 90s and the 2000s. It was called Rage. You'll see it on Stacey's shirt during the baseball part. Rage. It was like they did music videos and stuff, really late night television, and I only thought it was an Australian thing. Is it worldwide? I don't know. Let me know. Have you ever seen Rage? I don't know if it's anywhere else but Australia and New Zealand. Anyways, this game also has a lot of charm to it as well. No, I'm going back into it. I've ended the video already. But it's also got a lot of cringe. Like, what the fuck was that thing that we just watched then? I don't know. It was supposed to be a serious moment, but just the spamming of the drums and the guitars, it felt kind of like a joke a little bit. It felt like it was going to be a joke, but it was serious. I'm conflicted. I don't really know what to feel about that one. Maybe perhaps that's the reaction. I will not. I'm going to let this go. Thank you all. Peace.